Hi everyone and welcome to the Lost Soul Aside video. The video game which we have all been waiting for a very long time, and what started off as a project originally developed by one man has now been picked up by Altizero Games. And you gotta admit though, for a title that is, well, it seems a little generic, it doesn't seem like it's a new formula, it does look a lot like an amalgamation or a mix of Final Fantasy 15 and Devil May Cry. It is definitely something which I honestly believe would be astonishing to the gaming industry, something that would really change the playing field for many players, because you see, we get a lot of games in this day and age where they all feel or look either the same or play the same. They've got like minor differences here and there. You get games like Dark Souls, and then there's the what is it, Bloodborne. That basically is these, well, soul successor to Dark Souls, spiritual successor if you want to call it that. But yeah, and then we get games like Devil May Cry 5, which is finally seeing a release after a decade since the last one, since Devil May Cry 4. And you know, when looking at gameplay, it's just of most modern games, they all look the same, they all feel the same, and playing the same, that can be regrettable in certain instances. But anyway, when looking at Lost Souls aside, it looks like something that's really not new, but also something that is refreshing to play. The combat system is really fast and intuitive, the character is extremely mobile, he's got a shit ton of combos behind him, and not to mention he's got some really cool weapons, from a one-handed sword to a heavy two-handed blade, and then I think what appears to be a staff. The combos in this game are pretty insane as well. You can tell that it's all about moving as quickly through as many enemies as possible and tearing them up as fast as possible without getting any hits or taking any damage. At the same time, even when you get hit, whatever it is, the game looks spectacular. It may be akin, well, I hope that its difficulty is akin to that of Ninja Gaiden being one of my favorite games. I really wouldn't mind a system like that where it's just really challenging. Even though you've got a powerful character, you find yourself having to really think strategically in the middle of a fight in terms of what you want to do and how you want to handle the situation depending on your enemy. But yeah, that's just my hopes for the game. Overall, you could say that the game's story is a bit vague, very vague. From what I gathered from the trailers, it turns out that humans at one point had a war between themselves, and then eventually some war between some unknown creatures or monsters appeared, which appeared and then started, well, tearing through humanity. And now I assume our protagonist, I'm not too sure of his name, whether it's Kaver or Kaiser, I think it is Kaiser. I don't know if that is his real name, whether that was just put in the PSX demo, it was just there, so I'm not too sure if that's his actual name. It'd be pretty cool if it is. But anyway, it turns out that these monsters now appear and are probably ravaging the world of which you are now tasked with saving. The other thing which I do find very interesting about this game is this damn level design. Even though we've been giving brief views of the levels, or brief how do I say, overviews of the world map, or several maps in fact, some of these locations look absolutely amazing. I mean, like one time you got like this really cool modern day city which you're just, well, walking through, and then you've got like this really huge open world field similar to that of Duscae from Final Fantasy 15, and then it's got these really cool outlandish places, and the character itself, the weapon that he utilizes, it appears to be this like dragon avatar type of creature just floating around you that morphs into different weapons and gives you different abilities. Apart from giving you 3 different weapons to wield, he also gives you the ability to fly as well. So that means you're going to be traversing different areas, little things that are unexpected as opposed to a normal game or sandbox title. I mean, I really cannot wait for this title to be released. It's something which I believe that all gamers or all fans of action games, RPG games, or action RPG games would love and enjoy. I mean, it's got a really, from what I can see, it's got a really deep and immense intuitive combat system that may be difficult to master, probably easy to just mash around and fool around, pull up some combos, but you can obviously imagine what it's going to be like. I mean, there's even some cases where you can go to combos where the hits like over 45, 46, 47, like damn, what? This is just going to be a game I can already tell I'm going to spend countless of hours just mashing my way through and tearing through enemies upon enemies. I hope it does have some really deep exploration techniques, and I do understand that it is a title developed by, well, originally developed by one man, picked up by a studio, which would hopefully expand it to a really how do I say, lengthy experience. I'm not looking at getting hundreds of hours out of this in terms of like exploration and story. I probably would get hundreds of hours in terms of combat, because I mean, damn, it is just so smooth that I cannot help emphasize of how beautiful and wonderful the combat system in this game looks, and I just cannot wait to damn try it out myself, god damn it. But anyway, the Game itself, overall, in terms of story-wise, I really do hope it lasts us at least 8 hours in terms of a decent story. It does look like it may be a bit of a darker story than your conventional action game out there. Something that involves what I guess is either two friends or two brothers, maybe fighting against each other. I don't know. And there's obviously another third element thrown in there with a femme fatale who is obviously not introduced at this point in time and resembles Bayonetta from behind. I mean, hey, who knows? Maybe it is Bayonetta. I don't know. I'm kidding. It's not actually. It won't be. There's no way in hell it would be. But anyway, so yeah, the only thing I don't like about the game is that it's going to be a PlayStation exclusive. Now, don't get me wrong about that. I only own PlayStation consoles. Well, I do have a Wii over here. I don't have any Xbox or whatever it is. I'm also a PC gamer. I feel that on the PC, this game would have a shit ton of potential in terms of frame rates. I can already imagine playing this game like at 100 frames per second, although obviously if you've got the hardware to run it. But at the same time, running on a PS4 Pro, I'm pretty confident that this thing will run at 4K and at 60 frames per second. The usual shebang. But overall, I cannot wait to play this game. I really hope that we get ourselves a solid experience. Even if the story is a little watered down or generic, the combat system, I will admit, shit, that just looks beautiful. I cannot. I know I sound like a fanboy at this point in time with a game that isn't even released, a game that hasn't even touched the shelves, a demo that isn't even available to the public, but still, man, damn, this thing looks magnificent. I cannot wait to play it. I hope you feel the same. I hope that this project keeps getting pushed forward. I hope that we see a release or a playable demo at least sometime soon for us who have already become fans of it. I mean, I haven't even played this game. It hasn't even released. And a video game in this day and age is not guaranteed to be released until you actually see it on the damn shelf or available for purchase. That's the only time you can actually guarantee that the game is released. I mean, there have been so many cancelled titles in the past, and I really hope that this doesn't fall into that. Please, 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 I hope that this doesn't happen. I know I'm just blabbering on over and over here about it, but if you did enjoy this video, and if you want to play this game, Lost Souls aside, and if you're like me and you just cannot wait for it, then please like this video, share it, and subscribe. I want to really follow up and keep up to date with the progress in this game. I mean, I do other games as well on my channel, but at the same time, I really want to see how this game progresses even further. I mean, within a short space of time, we've seen so much of work in this, and then it just went silent, it went dead, and there's not really much information to go on, or anything new to really look at that we can really sink our teeth into. And I'm hoping that maybe I can try and reach out to Alti0 and maybe get some feedback from them as to where the game lies, the status of it, even progression, maybe percentage-wise, who knows, maybe they can even tell us whether it's like 50% complete or 90% complete. We don't need an exact release date, we don't need that, but just to know, just to make sure that the game is in development or still in development, everything's running smoothly with it. If there's anything we can do to help out as a community, whether we can help promote it through our YouTube videos, whatever it is we're going to do, I really want to engage with it because I cannot wait to play this game. Oh, and I keep blabbering on. But anyway, like, comment, share, subscribe. I really want to hear your views. I want to hear your thoughts. And please, don't be strangers. Don't be strangers. Even if you want to, I don't know how the DM system on this bloody thing works. But anyway, screw it. Who cares? Just share your comments down below. I'll put a link to my Twitter. Yeah, I should do that. Link my Twitter to this damn thing. Yeah, link my Twitter and, I don't know, maybe post this on Reddit and get shat on.